Alright. Now, the next match was Big Show versus Mark Henry, and they reinforced the ring several times, especially before the matchup, to make sure that the thing at Vengeance did not happen again with the superplex from the top rope as a Vengeance. And honestly, this match was really lackluster. It did not pick up until the second half of the match, because at this point, yeah, Madison Square Garden calling this match boring, having random chants like D'Lo Brown, having random chants like Undertaker that weren't even in the match. They weren't even. And D'Lo Brown's fucking TNA, so I don't know where they got that chant from. And honestly, this match was really lackluster. It did not deserve. I mean, it should have been better than what it was. And don't get me wrong, a few things actually happened that were great about that match. But it's just the crowd. I mean, I agree with them, but except one thing, the "holy shit" chant when they speared each other into the barricade. That was not. I would have had a holy shit thing over Big Show trying to do a fucking moonsault, but having the Randy Savage elbow, which I'll get to a little later. But yeah, Undertaker chants, D'Lo Brown chants, boring chants during this world title match. I think WWE's learned a lesson here, just because of that. But they made up for it a little bit. Big Show, and you rarely see Big Show go on the top rope. Rarely see him like on the top rope or high flying in general. Big Show, I guess they were going to shove them off and try to go for a superplex spot, which they did, and one of them got pushed off so they can tease it a little bit, which is understandable, even with the reinforced ring. And even with the reinforced ring, if they didn't reinforce that elbow probably would have imploded the ring anyway. But Big Show did hit the Randy Savage elbow, which Randy Savage chants were probably the most there, and he got a super kick in there with the Shawn Michaels chant as well, which just random chants all over the place, which was great interaction by the New York crowd. I loved it. But, of course, Mark Henry decided to low blow Big Show, causing a blatant disqualification. And, of course, disqualifications cannot have the title change hands. It's only pinfall or submission. Therefore, Mark Henry retains. When you hear the groan in my voice, it was a horrible finish. But again, they kind of made up for it. Big Show got a steel chair, which was in the ring at that point. Mark Henry was going for either a stomp or it looked like a fucking Vader bomb because he missed. The chair was on Big Show's foot. Big Show took it off and put it around Mark Henry's foot and just brought all of his weight on a gigantic leg drop on Mark Henry, which in a way, if you think about it, if this is a serious injury, like a Sin Cara had in the Survivor Series match, we could see Mark Henry's reign actually end without even being beaten for the title. For the first time in a long time, we could probably see the world title being vacated due to this injury. I do not know how severe it is. I probably don't care. But because that match, honestly, good for him if he got injured. Good for him, because it was just ridiculous. But that match could have been a whole lot better, in my opinion. But what are you going to do? Again, I don't wish any ill injury on Mark Henry. In fact, I remember a few years ago when he was in a 6-man tag, and I saw him compete at Saturday Night's Main Event. In a 6-man, I think it was with Booker T and someone else, and Finlay, against Batista, Rey Mysterio, and someone else. This was going way back, and Bobby Lashley, I think. And Mark Henry had either he fell or something happened because he had this bad ankle injury, and everyone knew in the crowd that something wasn't right. But in this case, he deserves it. This is my opinion. Now for the WWE Championship match, the random chants continue, but there's a little more surprises because we get the basic Alberto Del Rio intro with Ricardo Rodriguez, which is awesome. But CM Punk's request that he had his own personal ring announcer, I thought it would have been like a spoof of Ricardo or something. But I was surprised on this. It was Howard Finkel. The Fink was there announcing CM Punk. And that was great. Hearing not only seeing the embrace from Punk and Howard Finkel, but hearing his voice once again, and this crowd loved him. I think he was actually shedding a tear a little bit. You know, you don't really see that from Finkel. He keeps his emotions in check most of the time, which makes this moment even better, in my opinion. But these chants were even crazier. I mean, there was a Colt Cabana chant. I think another D'Lo Brown. I don't know why. But mostly Randy Savage chants. But, I mean, the match was good overall. Way better than the world title match. Way better. Because so many different spots. And, Punk hit a Savage elbow. And Punk did just so many things. Great about this match. It's worth watching the replay. Del Rio got out of the GTS a few times. But he reversed it which was interesting because Del Rio had his cross arm breaker on, and Punk just used his feet to get on the ropes. Del Rio went forward again, and Anaconda Vice. We have not seen the Anaconda Vice in an actual match in a very long time, and Del Rio tapped out. The crowd erupted and thinks winner of the bout and you know what I'm talking about. Punk is your new WWE champion. It was the greatest win, I would think, for his career so far. Besides the Chicago crowd was a lot better, in my opinion. But just that aura and just that history of New York just brings it home for me, in a way. Now for the final match, Miz and R-Truth. And let me just say this: the promo before this match was hilarious. R-Truth's talking to fucking pigeons. It was just fucking crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It was so funny. Oh Lord, it was just hilarious in my mind. It's worth the fucking pay-per-view for sure, but. The match itself was pretty good, and Rock still had it, in my opinion. Rock still has it. It's weird for someone that has never been in the ring for 7 years. It's like he never left. That is amazing, in my mind. And honestly, we all knew it was going to happen. Just the Cena's fucking ego. Cena's fucking ego. He was in the match for a majority of the match, and Rocky was just sitting there watching. He didn't even give a fuck. But Rock bottom, people's elbow. Rock gets the pin. Rock gets the win. Fuck John Cena. He didn't get anything, in my mind. And after that, Rock has a moment with the crowd, and John Cena comes in just because Rock wanted him to. Which actually was weird, because I think Cena was actually giving him respect for one reason or another. And